We found the site of Stackpole Court. So first I'm going to go in this little room where there's an exhibition. Nice stained glass. And this has got the history, look. Oh my god. Look what was there. The library. And that looks like a conservatory with statues. And the people in their Victorian clothes. He looks like he's looking at his mobile phone. Which clearly isn't. I want to dress like that. Oh, it just tells you a few faded photos of a couple of rooms are the only remains of the interior. Conservatory was better recorded. There's not a thing left now. If I get my little book out, I'll be able to tell you some more about it. Because I've made some notes, which I don't usually do. Oh, hang on, I don't need to get my book out. It tells you all about it here. Through time. So you may as well use this. Well, this is where we've just come from. So it's named after Viking raiders. That's the Church Rock on Broadhaven Beach, where Colin's just gone swimming. And the first person to live here in the 12th century was Elidor de Stackpole. And supposedly, it said on the information I found online, he had a demon or evil spirit working for him as a steward. He used to go and sleep every night in a mill pond nearby. And that was recorded by Gerald of Wales in 1188. But that's all I could find about the demon. And then by marriage it passed to the Vernons, and then the Lorts. And then in the Civil War it was taken from them. Hello, so there's a dog. Because they were royalists here, and the land was taken from them, but I think they did get it back. And then it passed to the Campbells of Cawdor from Scotland, again through marriage. And you can see what the house was like. There's not a jot of it now. It was beautiful. And gradually the estate was expanded, and the beautiful lily pools, which we just saw some of in the previous video, were built. And it remained with the Cawdors until the Second World War. And then it was taken over by the War Office, and as usual, like happened with a lot of houses, they wrecked the place. Then Lord Cawdor tried to donate it to somebody to use, say as a school or something, but unfortunately nobody wanted it, and in 1963 they demolished the whole house, which as usual makes me extremely helping mad. So we're going to have a walk around outside and see if we can see anything at all. I think the stable block remains. On the other side there's pictures of all the wildlife that you can see here. Just get a bit of that lovely glass. That must be original. I'm going to head through this doorway now. Sunken garden. I don't know what that would have been.
No idea.
Let's see what's in there. Yeah. It's the brew house. That's what it is. It says on the door, hopefully. Oh, cool. Lights come. Oh, wow. That's quite excellent. This is a brewery. Look at this massive bell. You know what I'm going to try and do? I think it's fixed to the floor. Otherwise I'm just really weedy. The massive barrel thing. And kind of a chimney. So that's where they would have boiled everything up for making the beer, the brewing. And and these big bellows. Do you reckon they work?
Doubt it. Well, probably do.
What is it? Is that a handle? I don't know. It looks like it would have had a handle here somewhere.
No, the big pull down handle on the top.
You pull that down?
Yeah.
There's loads of bird poo everywhere.
Sure.
Yay! It actually does work. Ooh. Bat roost, do not enter. I love bats. Oh, it's a vocal. I didn't know any of this was here. Right, let's continue on. I don't know what this big wheel would have been. Shall I try that one? It's got a padlock on it.
Yeah. The old wheelbarrow there. That's nice.
Yeah. And look, they must be weights. They've got a hook on them and some kind of weight.
Yeah.
And it looks like a mining cart. I'm going to see. That shows you would have been with a beer in it. Excuse me, I'm going to see. So everybody drank beer. Even the servants. I think that's because the water was so gross. So it seems that all the outbuildings, like the stable and the brewery, have survived, and it was only the main house itself that's been demolished.
So all this area here.
All that area there was the house. And I think that wall was the side wall of the house. It's a lovely picnic area. I can't believe we've never been on this part of it before. I've seen it from a distance. Oh, look at the gate. That's nice. It's just mental. It's absolutely mental. We might even see if we can find the walled garden. So we think this is the side wall of the house, and look, there's a tiny window relic. The house was massive.
It's right low down here because
everything's filled in. If we look over the wall, we'll be able to see a wonderful view of the pools. I've got a book at home which has got a picture of it looking up from the side, and you can see the wall above the lake. I think we need to walk a bit further because I can't see over the top. So this whole area, I think we would have been inside the mansion. There's a plaque here that says the estate was owned and cared for by the Campbells of Cawdor until 1977, and then steps going all the way down. These are obviously original. They're quite worn in places. It's quite busy up this part. It's hard to work out exactly what was where. I can't really see on the screen very well. Oh, here was a gate, look. And you've got this fantastical view. I just can't get over it. Imagine owning all that. You can see the bridge from the top, the 8-arch bridge. I'll go back up. It's amazing. And the size of the house was something else. I can't believe that it was destroyed by the owners just because nobody wanted to make use of it. I thought there might be a bit more, but there's not even an atom. Only the service buildings. There's Colin sitting on the bench enjoying the sun. We've got a long walk back now. We still haven't found the walled garden. I'm still in search of a cafe because I'm feeling hungry because I ate my lunch really early. And Colin saved his. Look at that. There's the 8-arch bridge. You can only see 5 there. There's lots of people on it. We've already gone over there. So this, I believe, is the back wall of the house. I'll see if I can get some shots out of my book at home which I might be able to put on if they haven't got copyright. I was pleased to receive for my birthday a book called The Lost Houses of Wales, which is quite old now, and it's like gold dust to get hold of. Some kind of metal thing there. I've been wanting the book for years, since I saw a copy that belonged to someone else. And I have that book to thank for starting me off on the whole thing of being obsessed with ruins, when I saw a picture of Bromwith in it when I opened the front cover. So if anyone manages to find a copy and there's a few pounds to spare, it's well worth looking at. But it has also got me really annoyed to see how many places have been lost. I'm going to have a look over this end wall. There's supposed to be another bridge, but that's on the path below this that we haven't found yet. The estate is even bigger than I thought. It's a shame that by the time the National Trust had it, the house was already gone. You've got the odd little bit. There's some slates and stuff down there. The house was huge. Now here's a wall to see. Perhaps that was the wall of the house. Can't really see much over here. And there's another building over there, which is, I suppose, part of the service block. You can see the brewery over there. Right, I'm going to walk back. So here's the other block that's left. I think this must be the stable yard. It's still got an old clock on the top and a weather vane. It must be used because the TV aerial's on the top. I don't know how well you can see because the light wasn't very good back there. I thought there was a cafe here, but I must be wrong. It must be at the walled garden Stackpole Centre bit, which we might find if we carry on walking. First of all, we're going to try and find the relics in the woods. It's a massive area. Oh, it looks private. Oh, residents only. Some lucky person lives here. Yeah. We're now in what would have been part of the old gardens for the mansion. Seem to be doing some serious work in here because it's really muddy and it's full of tractor ruts. This wasn't how I expected it to be. I've seen pictures of this and I thought it was all kind of overgrown deep in the woods, which kind of wasn't how I thought it would look. We're going to try and find the ice house, which is somewhere around here. It's obviously not this, because this isn't an ice house. This must be somewhere you would nice sat and enjoyed. I like the finials on the top. The whole place seems to be full of millions of bees. Everywhere here seems to be full of bees. Oh my god, there are. Oh, that's what's probably been doing. It's just been re-roofed. So I'm guessing that's why there was all the tractor ruts. It's brand new. So this isn't quite as ruinous as I was expecting. You can see it's just been restored. I was expecting something a little bit more dilapidated. I don't know what the back of it's like. I should have a look. They've just completely restored it, Colin. I saw photographs and this was all completely overgrown in the woods. That's how I thought it would be. Oh, it's got a funny... Not quite sure what it was. It would have been bigger, because look. There's post holes there. It looks like it would have been bigger. whatever it was. It's certainly not the ice house, because as you know they're like an underground cave. Right, let's see if we can find the ice house. This must be the entrance to the walled garden. We haven't found the ice house yet. Maybe we've bypassed it. Wow, chestnuts are falling violently onto the ground. I reckon the squirrel must be up there chucking them down. They're really rubbish inside. They're just really, really puny. They're certainly not worth eating. There's something here, I don't know what that is. Some relic. That's not an ice house either. I'll carry on walking, and if I do find it I'll show you. Oh, there's a squirrel. But that's the little devil that was chucking chestnuts down. So we've had to ask this man where the ice house was, and it sounded really like it was just close to where he was sitting on this lovely old seat. And we seem to be walking ages through the woods, much further than what we expected. We thought it was literally just behind him. But I love ice houses, so I wanted to see it. There's some more walls of the walled garden. So we'll see if we can find the ice house, and then we've got to try and work our way back. And it's about an hour's walk back to the car, and then probably about an hour and a half drive home. Ah, here's a signpost. Oh, I can see it. I know it'll be sealed off. It probably have bats in it. Look, there's an interesting kind of cliff part at the bottom of the walls. It doesn't really show up so well on camera. It seems like in the middle of nowhere, but I can hear roads. This tells you how the ice house works. Oh, there's a grotto that we haven't found. I don't think we've got time today. Over the hidden bridge, which was in another part of the woods. And I love grottos even more than ice houses. Oh look, they've replaced the roof, and it was financed by the EU. Wow, it's a really big one. Oh, it's really big. You can't even see in there because unfortunately you need a torch, but it's massive anyway, and it's been re-roofed. So it looks like they are working hard to try and restore parts of the estate. There's a massive circular pit in there, like illustrated on that picture. It's a bit different to the ones I've seen before. Right, back up.